Good afternoon, everybody. Yep, 12:01. Been up since a little after 8 o'clock. Didn't get, well, Mike and I raced last night for a bit, till after midnight. Then I ended up putting a movie on. It was almost 2 o'clock when I went to sleep, so, but trying to get us out. Gotta drop this case off because it didn't come until very late last night, so got it charged up for them. I just, not, first, it's my first day off since last Sunday. So, kind of taking it easy today. Just got home yesterday and, dogs and I kind of crashed and that was that. Just didn't do anything else. In fact, the camera was still in my bag this morning when I got home. So, according to the car, we got 35, so like 3 degrees, 2.5. Celsius, and little wind. I don't know, I think we're just gonna go up the Crick Road. I don't think we're gonna go any further than that today because this thing's under half tank of gas and I really am trying to cut down. Tim's hasn't responded to me this morning, so no double run today. Don't have anything with me to do it anyway. Just don't have I don't know. I feel like my body needs a break, so I apologize. What in the hell is all over these that I can't? Oh, they're all scratched to hell and pitted. That's great. That is great. So hard to have nice things in this house. People just throw their keys on my sunglasses. It was really weird. Post office is delivering Amazon packages, but the guy's in a hoodie and jeans, not in like postal uniform. So I must just have like one of the back room guys just delivering packages out that Amazon promised to be here. Well, I kind of bit the bullet on one of the things I really haven't been looking at or thinking of, but the cage like Tim got. Now I didn't get the small rig brand. I got the Amazer or something like that. It had a 20% off on it. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. The thing that's getting me, I think, the cold shoe mount on it for the Joby light, because I did pull that out of the one tote the other day and magnetize it to the shelf. I keep looking at the lighting kits for the Pocket, and my problem is, they show it where it can hold 3 lights, but they only sell you 1. And so what it is like a little thing that snaps around the base, which means I can't put this back on it without taking it off every time if I'm out. So if they do potty business, I have to literally take the light back off to put this back on and put it away. And that's kind of my holdup on it. But there's another one that clips over that gives you, and they're magnetic. So it gives you lights on, you can put a light on, 3 lights on it technically. It'd be neat, but I can't seem to find the magnetic lights by themselves, but it seems like it's the same light that they had the unit that you actually 3M tape right to the side of the camera that wraps around the little bracket. But that hinders you if you ever want to put one of the expansion cages on it. I don't think you can. I'd have to look deep at that and see, I don't know. It's, like I said, it's just more accessory crap. Not that what I have lighting-wise was bad, but just always looking for a slightly simpler solution. Now, like I said, I did pull that piece of Velcro off this thing, so right now I don't have it set up for a light at all. Alrighty, case dropped off. It does work. That's good. Kind of why I wanted to kind of be here to do it, but they're getting hammered from curbsides, and it's already down to 62%, so that'll bring them back, hopefully. And the manager is going to reimburse me my $23.11 for it, so yay, Priya, leave her alone. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. Hey. Don't be barking at people, guys. Be nice. Don't you be barking at people that give Daddy his money so he can pay for you guys. Alright, gotta pick up a little mini shovel from my ex's house. It's been sitting out for, I don't know, a couple weeks now. Just haven't gone up here to do it. I was thinking Heshbon, but I'm kind of on the fence if I don't want to get this thing filled up with fuel. As much as I hate to go, jeez, 319. Oh yeah, see, now that Exxon's high. Wonder what the mobile station is. It sucks though, because this Exxon and the mobile station do not work with this card, even though it is an Exxon card. It's supposed to work at Exxon and mobile stations. I wouldn't travel all the way to Montoursville every time, but it's the only station I found that it actually works at. It's really weird. They're branded that, so why won't it work there? Nope, declined. It's not the card doesn't work. It's they're for some reason it's not listing them as an authorized gas station. I don't know. But it's crazy. 319 down the road, 305 here, 295 over at the Sunoco station. So just need to wait until tomorrow when the money goes in and just fill it up and quit doing this crap with this card. It's just, it ends up just being another bill. But like right now, I can't. If I was out of gas, I'd be absolutely screwed because $6.54 in my bank account. It's like, that's why I don't want to go far, because I can't go anywhere, I can't buy anything, I can't do anything really. I did get on Verizon today just to verify everything was good, and I don't know, they're giving something $200 off the Apple Watches right now. And they actually give you the option for the PayPal Pay in 4, which is like $84 for the next 4 weeks. Again. And the thing is, it's like, will they come out with a Series 3 on the Ultra this year? And then I'll be kicking myself because I went and got another Ultra 2. And it's a 3-year loan. 3-year device payment. Now, just need to quit thinking about it. Still, my cheaper option would be to just pay off the Xfinity watch and take it over to Verizon and just have them activate it. Because that would be it. It would be paid off. It'd be mine, and no more payment. So, but coming up with the $285, that's the problem. Who's that? Amazon security notice. What the fuck is that? Alrighty, well, I decided to pick the Riverwalk out of all places. Figured, and there's ice on the river, so I thought that might be cool to look at. And get these guys for just a little walk. And it's level ground for this little guy, so he's not like, you know, having any rough terrain, and it's on pavement, so we shall see. We got a tinkle going on back here. A little bit of a breeze, but nothing too horrendous. Gotta stay on this side, buddy. Yeah, I love no pooping on grass. You tell a dog that. I decided to bring a battery with me originally, and then I was like, nope, you know what? We're gonna throw the Joby in the case, in my backpack, and test this out on a, you know, whatever little adventure we do today. So that's what I am using right now. So Pocket is running off its own battery. I mean, the battery is in the car, so don't think I'm going to need it. We're not going to be out here that long today. Just got to be a little bit careful because a little bit of ice. Come on, Prey, you got to walk, baby. See some ice on the river, and get a little walkie walk, little exercise, and then head home and find some leftovers to heat up. I always like coming up and turn the camera on before I get fully up the hill. That's cool. That is cool. Yeah, I saw some ice further up. We might make it our way up further to Mateo's least favorite place in the whole world. Because it seems like the closer you get to the dam, the more open it is, and beyond Market Manor Street up there, looks like it's pretty ice covered. Nice thing is, this gives you the ability to get up over with a little more handle, and the nice grip on it. It's pretty amazing. I might have found a really good little hack with something I already owned. You coming along now? Can't see. He's afraid. Right this section here, there's a grate along here. So he didn't want to enter the area and he decided to stop. It's not going to get you, dude. You little worrywart. Okay. Come on, Bree, you got to keep walking. Taking a deep breath. It's been a while since puppies have been out. It's hard to tell whether or not the river's higher or not, because out there is where I was that one day, looking right over at that little piece of the old dam. From up here, it's kind of hard to tell. But that was a little trippy because I was like, just don't lose your balance and fall in. But yeah, you can definitely, without even raising this thing, I can even make it higher. Quick little turn and then lock back down. And yeah, I can get you up really nice and high. And it's still shorter than the Action 5's handle, but it's enough for the Pocket. Yeah, this was just too lightweight for the iPhone. That's the nice thing too about both those, the Action camera and the Pocket camera too, is the fact that they're so much lighter. I don't think I even expressed that. The ability to pocket them both pretty simply, but the overall lightness, you can record for a very long time and not get fatigued with this equipment. This is why I don't understand why these YouTubers decide they're going to use a big ass DSLR camera like the one guy in Aldi's that day, filming with this monster camera and this tripod that was just insane. It just made no sense. You could have done the same shot. Hell, you could have done a better shot probably with your phone, to be honest with you, and not been so visually noticed. All right, nice little icy spot right here. Yeah, I saw that as we were coming around. I was like, oh, I know where we're going. This gives us a decent walk too. And like I said, it's, for the most part, except for the little incline and down over on that side, it's nice and level for little dude who's actually running ahead of sister. Hopefully I'm looking at him. I can't see the screen at all right now with polarized lenses. Hopefully the next model in 2 more years fixes that issue. Well, I think this is the better of the two that it could be. Wind is in my face on the way out. Means on the way back it won't be near as brisk on my face. Hands-wise, they're not too bad. I have my gloves with me, but I didn't put them on yet. Just wanted to, I don't know, laziness, or I'm not sure why I didn't bother, but I didn't. So far we're motoring along here pretty good. Not that I'm in a huge hurry to get back home and do nothing, because not like I watch a football game. I don't think any of the games are available on Hulu or Peacock or whatever streaming things. I'll have to look. But yeah, it's just going to be a boring day sitting at home once we get done with this pretty much. Kind of sucks. I could really go for a roast beef sandwich, but got to have money to buy that. I looked at my account the other morning. I'm like, what the hell? I was thinking I had about $80 left, not $6.54. Just gotta keep better track. Seriously, gotta consider possibly downsizing some more streaming stuff. I mean, do we pay for Peacock? I think we do, and I don't think we're supposed to. Maybe we don't now. Maybe because I do have Xfinity Internet, so I should have it automatic. Hulu Hulu, I only pay the commercial free portion of it. Verizon pays the rest. But it's freaking Netflix that's charging me out the, you know what? Like, what, $17 a month, I think now? It's just... Amazon Prime's $10.60 a month. It just never ends. Just never freaking ends. Oh, I gotta look at that security alert too. Feels like every time we come over here, I always have a camera that I can go up in the air with to see the highway. I don't know why that is. There's certain equipment that comes to sections that I don't plan on. It just happens more than once in life. Oh, yeah. I think, puppy girl, if the camera just didn't have this whole neutral density thing, polarized lenses, it would probably be nice. Where the screen turns completely black. I can just barely see her right now. How you doing, little pooper boy? He's like, oh, I'm cold, the wind is cold. You know you're heading to the grate, right? A little bit of an icy section right here, ADD. All right, come on. Are you doing business? You just piddling? Okay. It's crazy the amount of noise, but the microphone will knock most of that audio, the traffic out. Come on, we're not done. We gotta go see the ice jam, buddy. Come on, let's go see the ice jam. All right. We're cruising pretty good here on this walk. Where are you going, Priya? All right. Gonna have to navigate with a basset hound trying to go potty, I think. I know he's gonna freak out probably about 5 pads before we get to the grates. So I'm gonna have to pick him up and carry him over. It's okay, buddy, I'm gonna carry you. You're fine, you're safe. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. Gotta be careful though, these wet spots, some of them were like freaking ice. Oh, surprised he's still walking. Whew, that handle is getting chilly though. Oh, I might have to put the gloves on the way back. This is the spot I saw when I came around the corner. Well, I saw further back up, but nonetheless, I thought that was really cool. Take some cold temperatures to freeze up the river, guys. Even if it is just the top layer. I mean, along the bank, I get it. It's in the middle. Is there like an ice log with birds on it in the middle? There he is. Airplane. Again, still record. A little harder to do with gloves on, but it worked. Oh, that's cool. See, it flew through the tree. That was cool. So I caught a video this morning when I was sitting there trying to contemplate what I wanted to do with my day, about how the vlogging style has changed. So instead of being these big mass productions with multiple people and cameras, it's just people actually walking around with a camera themselves, filming themselves. Shocker. The one thing they said was try to pick a topic for the day and not like veer away from like a dozen things. It's really not vlogging your life. That's just making a product placement in a way. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mention the cameras I use a lot because I trust and believe in them. For anybody who's been watching the channel for a long time, you will know that if a camera does not do what I think, what I want it to do, or doesn't look as good as I want it to look, I will not use it. The iPhone has lost its job for most part, with the exception of some zooming shots. And, you know, I'm playing a little trick. I record with a camera with a microphone, as well as record with the iPhone, so I can use the audio from the better source. Because it's just way easier than trying to hook all other kinds of crap up to the iPhone and just make it do it in camera. So, all right, we got a jogger coming. From here, it looks like a little kid, but I'm gonna hold these guys back. Now, this is the section I was saying. You gotta watch some of this wet spot along here. It was a little shiny, a little icy. So I'm kind of trying to stay in the dry line with Mateo. Our princess walks through the wherever she wants to, because that's what kind of dog she is. Mateo knows how to walk in a straight line. Priya's actually doing pretty good for the last little bit. Nose took over, here she goes. And we're gone. I can't see a thing. I don't even know if I was filming her. Alright, sunglasses are an absolute pain in my butt here. Come back this way. There you go. Good job, camera. That's my one complaint about this thing is, well, two in combination. Keeping up with what you're trying to watch sometimes is a pain in the you know what, and other times, pooping. And other times it's not being able to see the screen, same token, because looking straight at it from this angle, because it's in flashlight mode, yeah, not working well. Okay, I can definitely stick it in my pocket, but the one thing I remembered with these Jobies was a major problem was the lack of actual grip in the little ball adjustment, and the hand, when I go to pull it back out, the handle's like in an L shape. Now, the one thing, speaking of the ball and the fact that it extends, is if I want to get more of me, I can make it a very seriously wide angle camera, kind of like a selfie cam here. But I'd be concerned at how tight the ball gets. Yep, I had plenty of tightness there to still get some grip on it. Make sure I have the other thing locked, because God forbid this thing were to fall, being out this far in front of me. But do you guys like that angle better? Whee! Old style vlogging, where people are like, you know, holding their cameras out like this and way up here and doing the, but of course I do have the active face tracking on right now, so that is a pretty neat little deal. But I haven't been holding it like this. This is the first time I just thought of it when I was saying about the ball being not the, even though it's tight, it still has a chance to move. So, oh hell, even like that, that's not bad. That's fully pulled back in. So, but then, quick little loosen, straighten everything back up, and we got vertical handle, and we're back to normal. Can you really tell the difference with it just having my arm out? A little bit. I feel like you get maybe a couple more inches of my torso, but yeah, so getting back to the basics of vlogging. Well, I've never gone away from them, so I do have a thought though for the day, but I'm gonna have to unplug the TV and everything from the MacBook and try to figure out, play around with using the microphones on the Mac, because I want to get into Final Cut a little bit, because some of you have asked numerous times to actually see me edit. I have yesterday's project still on my timeline, and just do screen recording with QuickTime with the microphones and just show you real quick, because it doesn't, I mean, for me to set up the video, I don't do a lot. I change the date twice, once on the project and once on the actual timeline, and copy the very first clip from the day before for the attributes, import, drop everything into the timeline, paste attributes while it's still highlighted, slide over the logo and the dating over the new clips, cut that at the end of the date, so I had that clip for the next day to copy, and delete the last clip, let it render, watch it through, cut what I want to cut, and that's editing. But I'll show you a little more in depth when we get home. Alrighty, they work. So when we turned around at the bridge, I had to put these on. My hands were almost the color of the inside there, a little bit brighter red. They were so cold, and those gloves literally warmed my hands back up, even with the wind blowing. Problem is, when I went to hook the dogs, I got on my bad knee. Oh man, It feels like it's rug burn, brush burn type thing. There's no marks. But whenever I put pressure on it, it just, that's the feeling I get, is like it's being scraped against a rug. Where are you going, dude? Where are you going? I threw my hat down and it followed it. That's what happened. It followed my hat. All right, so we're gonna go home. I'm going to attempt to do this little how I edit video type thing and call it a day. So let's go home and do that. And then maybe find a movie or something to watch and find some food to munch on and just relax. It's like I said, it's been a week since I've had a day off. When I went in, I told the manager, I was like, yeah, I completely forgot that last time I was off was last Sunday. Because I worked Monday, you remember, for you? And late, and then had a cold open? Yeah. So, need it. It's all right. An extra day of pay. Can't really complain in my situation, so. All right, got walks completed. Alrighty, everybody, this is what I promised you, how I do my daily editing here. So we are in Final Cut Pro. This is what I'm talking about, clip 1. Clip 1 also has my date, the logo up top here, and then along the whole timeline sits the little logo all the way over here. So it's all embedded there, and that all stays. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all the old, and depending on the length of the clip, sometimes I can just, grab it and go. Obviously, when I'm using the TV, it's a little more difficult because I think it spreads out a little too much. Yesterday wasn't much, so delete. So I have my outro clip, the initial clip that we're going to copy the attributes from. And also we're going to go up here and we can get rid of all this. Alright, trash. Important step is select your dating and grab this. And yesterday is now, I'm going to be working on the 12th, make sure everything's there. And 8. And the other one that I'm going to change, so that changed it in the actual timeline for the video. And this changes it for when I go to export it. This is like the project title. But I change this every day. That way when I go to export, the date and the day number is already there, and then I can either figure out a title or just leave it as the date and day number. I don't know if people are not doing it this way as much still, or for the longest time, it's almost like this wasn't even a known thing. Now, most of your digital cameras will, when you turn them on and you have them connected to your computer, plug camera in Final Cut, if it's launched, should automatically bring up the entire camera. And real simple. iMovie does this as well. But for some reason, a lot of people think you have to open the file on the hard drive and slide it in or do a gazillion other things with it to make it come into the editor, and I don't understand why. Even the iPhone will do it, but it won't automatically pop up like that. You have to manually go under File, Import Media, iPhone, and wait for it to import thousands of files, because any live photo you take is considered a video, and it finds every one of them. Still importing. It's taking its sweet old time this morning. I guess we recorded quite a bit yesterday at the Riverwalk. Yeah, I am doing this the following morning. Did not have... Well, I got home and the Bills game was actually on. I could watch it on Peacock. And I did watch my Buffalo Bills take the Denver Broncos out yesterday. Alright, so we've opened up the background task manager. So I don't even know if it was recording when I was talking about that. But if you just click on this, you can open the background task manager and you can see what is happening. Right now the video is just importing. No rendering, no transcoding and analysis going on, nothing like that. and it's actually kind of in my way. So what I'm going to do while this is doing this, I'm going to move that up there. We're going to grab this clip here. We'll go up to File, and we're going to go up to Edit. We're going to say Copy. That's it. So now when everything finishes importing, you'll see the next little trick. So what I just copied was, if you look over to the inspector here, my color board, my sharpening, which I dual sharpen, well, okay, because I'm just on, so saturation, I boosted 20. Been doing that for a while, forgot for a while. And then my exposure numbers are midtones and highlights. I talk about this quite a bit. Drop them down -10. Take some of the, to me, some videos are overblown, even with the Evo set to -7 on the cameras. Just brings it down a little bit. It's a look I like. And then, of course, my audio files, voice enhance, voice isolation, loudness. Now, this particular first clip does not have any volume adjustment. Seems like the car is where I struggle the most lately. I have been having some boosted issues where I'm redlining, peaking in audio. I have my gains on both the Action 5 and the Pocket 3 set to -7 or -6. And I'm still in the car now only. I think the reflection off all the glass causes some peaking. Now, I could turn 32-bit float on, but I don't mess around. I only do the in-camera audio from the microphone. I don't record separately because it is just absolutely too much work when it can be simply adjusted by dropping the, I mean, it's a mild peaking, and usually a -4 decibel will take that away. Seems to be the sweet spot. Now, the one difference with the Pocket 3, which I'm importing from right now, versus the Action 5 is, because the Action 5 has internal and an SD card, it'll, when in this little, it'll pop up a message that is import complete, would you like to eject the camera? You have to separately eject whatever drive you did not import from on the home screen. Otherwise, it gives you that error message that, hey, you ejected it and you could damage your card. So, all right, we're getting close. Looks like it's, and you can tell too right here what clip is importing. You can see the little circle is filling in, and the other clips don't have that. Now you kind of can get an idea what I'm saying about it. Right now, see how bright that is? Once I put the attributes on here, it will totally make it not look so overblown. Important, very important how you select clips, because you can easily select clips out of order if you were to grab somewhere not... Did we start recording in the car? Or did I use the Action 5 yesterday too? Well, we're going to find out. Okay, drop this in the timeline. Go up to File. No, go up to Edit, excuse me. And the one you want is, if you've copied all your attributes, which I'm saying is the sharpening and all the volume controls and all that stuff, paste attributes. It's going to bring up a little window and say, okay, so you're going to do video attributes and audio attributes, and paste. And you don't have to sit there and mess with every clip separately. And we are now rendering. For the moment, we can get rid of that. And then we're just going to grab the logos and the date and slide it over. And because that clip, now I do have this little guy on right here, which will go to each clip end marker. Makes it nice and simple that you know it's lined up. Clip 1, we don't need that no more. Delete. And say OK. Go to the end of the date time, break it, and now you have the next day ready to go to copy that little clip, and you can wipe the rest of the vlog out. Very important not to grab anything that you want to keep, like the channel logo. Now, I'm thinking yesterday is probably slightly longer. Sure is. So we're going to grab our watermark, and we're just going to bring this right to the end line through the outro. Now, I don't have to do it through the outro because the outro is actually an exported video. Long time ago, this was actually 3D. Both of these were 3D text, but to me, it takes a lot longer for 3D text to render every day. So this is now just a cutout logo overlaid. Even the CWV at the beginning is not. This is not even 3D text anymore. The only 3D text I have running right now is the date, because it changes every day. That's how the open screen looks then for me. That's right, I did start filming in the car, because it was in the afternoon yesterday when I started filming. Now, the only clip I really that I need to worry about for this thing to run somewhat smooth is the date clip, because of the 3D text. Otherwise, it gets a little wonky. After that, because there is no more 3D text in the video, I usually don't have to worry about it. The moving timeline might be a little bit sluggish. Doesn't really hurt anything. But now, good afternoon, everybody. Yep, 12:01. Been up since a little after 8 o'clock. Didn't get, Mike and I raced last night for a bit, so after midnight. Then I ended up putting a movie on. And then basically just watch it through and cut the video to, things that you want to take out of it, or, and if there's something I talked about and I need an overlay, then a lot of that stuff is done right on my iPhone. In fact, the CWV logos, they are all, I cut them out with either the standard stock camera app, just hold and select them and save the image with the background cut out to make a PNG file, or I'll use Photo Layers app, which has gotten much better clarity-wise. It used to be pretty janky with the quality of it, but it seems like it's gotten much better. So that's basically it. If there's any questions, please let me know in the comments, and I will go a little more in depth. But that's how I set up the timeline from day to day, and basically just use the same file or the same project over and over again until the beginning of the new year. I was using a project from July when I kind of was planning on stopping, but I tried to clear everything out. Now, there is some that say that you need to, use a new project. It renders faster and whatnot. I didn't really notice much of a change since I wiped out all of 2024 stuff. But this, and the outro were all copied and pasted into this project from the 2024 library before I deleted it. Yeah, and I don't keep those logos in my, in here. They just, if you don't delete them, they stay. Even though you deleted the actual file, it still stays in here. There's times if you go into the big one for Final Cut, if you go into Home, and I haven't done that this year, and when I'm talking about how much file-wise I have, so you can see here the Final Cut library is 3.2 terabytes. If you right-click it, show packages, drop down 1 to 25. The one you really don't want to mess with too much is original media. So that should be only today's, and it's not. Okay, so maybe I do need to look at, see, for the longest time this was actually wiping this out, but you got to be careful here. So from January 6th, any of these little images, these are probably like the CWV logos, the Loom Lapse video. I'm not sure what this JPEG is. You can change to like icons and see what something is. Original media. Yeah, that was a couple of the movie posters that I had put up, so those ones can be deleted. Trash. We don't need them anymore. And there's some more in here that just got to be careful I don't accidentally take out anything I need. It looks like some thumbnails. That looks like a video, so I want to unselect that one. So control and unselect it. That's a video too. I'm not sure what they are. I'll have to go through and check the dating. But like my CWV logo, definitely need to keep that. And Loom Lapse, which is the outro clip. They are important. That's a video, and that's a video. Okay, let's go back to list and see the dates. That is weird that it's keeping stuff from January 6th. So, today. Huh. I'm not going to mess with this right now because I feel like I might mess something up. Let's see here. Again, you have date modified. You also have date created. There we go. You want to go by date created. Now, it should be safe to... we're going to leave that for right now because I don't want to mess this up. List. The important one, though, is rendered files. So, high quality. And we're going to go, again, date created. We're going to organize it by date created. So we can see, and we got stuff all the way back from the beginning of the year. Obviously. I probably can take out the yesterday ones because I think that was yesterday's vlog. But the rendered files is the one that's going to be the most. You got to be careful not to erase the files. The folders though, peak and thumbnail, you got to do these as well. And just move to trash. Show you. So we were at what, 3.2 gigs? Take out the rendered files. And now you go back to showing this, and we just wiped out gigs or terabytes. 3.2 terabytes. Now we're down to 371 gigs. It's going to increase because the video is rendering. So this number will change again for today's stuff. Now, looks like yesterday's might still be in there, but that's just a general guideline. All right, everybody. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Have a great day. And I will see you in the morning. As always, have a good night and stay safe.